4th.
I am so tired. I work today. Okay. I'm going to very briefly go over my day at work today. I'm wearing my husband's shirt because it's big and comfortable. Okay. So I was scheduled to work today from 12 p.m. into 7 p.m. And I got to work about 11:50, and I clocked in and I did my job. And today so now you're eating me.
You just so edible.
Whatever. That's weird.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Okay, so almost showing the boobs there. So today was the second day of our grand opening. So it's like our opening weekend. Like, it was cool and everything. Like, people were coming in and shopping, and we had like a live DJ. Well, I say live DJ like any other time. It's like pre-recorded DJ. Live DJ. We had a DJ and all that stuff, whatever. So anyway, I was a little bit like pissed off today. Like, I hesitate to say it on camera because it's like, I don't feel like anybody from work will ever see these videos, but I also don't want to admit something I did at work that I shouldn't have done. You know what I'm saying?
What did you shouldn't have done?
The thing about the brand ambassador thing.
Oh, yeah, I probably wouldn't.
Okay, yeah. So I'm not gonna mention that. I didn't do anything bad. Like,
It's not illegal.
I didn't do anything illegal or anything that would jeopardize my job or anything. I'll say this. I had a lazy moment at work today. That's all I'll say. Okay? Everybody has had a lazy moment at work. I had a lazy moment at work. Anyway. What are you doing?
Lay down.
Anyway. I was scheduled to work till 7. So was Kari.
I was off.
And the plan was when by the time we got off work, the trains were not going to be running to Folsom anymore. So we were going to have to call an Uber. So we had already planned for that. The problem is they were extremely understaffed today. It's funny because I remember last week where there were a few days where they were overstaffed. And today they were understaffed. And because they were understaffed, what they decided to do was have us work an hour over the time we're supposed to work. Now, this was their excuse, okay? Well, first off, I work in Simon Mall. It's basically an outside mall in Folsom. And the mall itself, the stores, Monday through Saturday, are open from 10 a.m. until 9 p.m. But on Sundays, we're open from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. So they close a couple of hours earlier on Sunday. Okay, no problem. Today, because it's Sunday, at work, our job closed at 7 p.m. Okay? Now, my schedule, again, said I worked from 12 p.m. till 7 p.m. So, here's my thing. Any job ever, and I'm sure anybody who has a job will agree with me, if you look at your schedule, and your schedule says you get off at a certain time, you expect to get off at that time. Like, end of story. I don't care what time the store closes or anything like that. And their excuse today was, well, because our store closes at 7, you have to expect to stay at least an hour after the fact to help clean up and do everything that you do when you close a store. I completely agree with that. If you are closing, you should always expect to stay a little bit later. But my schedule says otherwise. And this is how I know that it was just an error on their part. Wow, that's weird. That's how I know it was an error on their part. On Monday through Saturday, we close at 9. One of the employees there, she's working from 2, she was, sometime this upcoming week, she's working from 2 p.m. until 10 p.m. Why would you be scheduled an hour after we close? We don't close at 10. So that means that you scheduled her to work until 10 p.m., an hour after we close. Why? Because she's closing and doing everything that's required after you close. That is how you schedule someone who is closing. Or even if you don't want to put a time because you don't know what time everyone's going to get sent home, you just put, 12 p.m. until close. So that's how I know it's an error on their part. Don't tell me I get off at a certain time, but then have me stay later and try to use the excuse of, oh, it's because you're closing. Even at my old job at Wingstop, I couldn't stand Wingstop. But we closed at midnight, and they would schedule us, and if we were closing, we would be scheduled until 12:30 because we're closing and doing everything that comes with closing. So that was my big problem today. So we worked way later than expected. My feet are killing me. They're still killing me. It's that my feet hurt so bad that even sitting here, I'm laying down, they still hurt. They're still throbbing. My ankle's bothering me, and it's just horrible. So luckily I'm off tomorrow. But then I work Tuesday. But then I have this lovely 4-day stretch. And I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Like, I don't remember the last time I had so many days where I didn't have to do anything. Like, that is just gonna be lovely. Like, I might even miss work.
No, you won't.
So yeah, I'm not gonna miss work. But I do have to say, wow, this video is 7 minutes long. I didn't mean for it to be this long. I do have to say, I enjoy my job. I sincerely enjoy my job, and I like the people, but I don't like management. And when I say I don't like management, I like the managers. I just don't like them in the managing role, that kind of thing. Like, there's no one at my job which is like, I just absolutely hate you. I don't like you. I enjoy everybody at my job, but if someone makes me upset, it's because of their role or because they're not doing their role correctly. So, oh, and also I didn't mention that I didn't get my second break today. No one got their second break today, and that's a problem. Like, after you work a certain amount of hours, California law says that you have to get both breaks and a 30-minute lunch. I got a 30-minute lunch and 1 break. And we were told not to ask about our second break because we were understaffed. They would give it to us. They never did. It's just, if I sat here and told you the whole story of today, I would be talking for another 10 minutes. I'm going to go now because I'm very tired and I want to cuddle my husband and I want to go to sleep.